In today's class, we are going to discuss speed, time, and distance part 2. Now, there is a disclaimer the images, text, and other material used in our presentation are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners. If you are the owner and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the same. Now, see the question. A train overtake two persons who are walking in same direction in which the train is running at the rate of 2 km per hour and 4 km per hour and passes them completely in 9 seconds and 10 seconds respectively. Now the question is the length of the train in meters, and this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 2 exam in 2012. So there are four options. First one is 72 meters, second is 45 meter, third is 54 meter, and fourth one is 50 meter. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. Now, the question says that a train overtakes two persons who are walking in the same direction. Is running at the speed of first person speed is 2 km per hour and the second person speed is 4 km per hour and passes them in completely 9 seconds and 10 seconds. So, what is the length of the train? So, we can calculate it. So, the correct answer of this question is fourth one, which is 50 meter. Now, see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. So, assuming the train's speed is equals to s km per hour. Now, the length of the train is, we let it as a L kilometer per hour, L kilometer. So, we can say that the speed of the first person, which is given that 2 km per hour. So, we get, when we convert into meter per second, we get 2 into 5 upon 18. So, we get 5 by 9 meter per second. Same way, the second speed of the second person will become, which is 4 km per hour given. So, when we convert into meter per second, it is equals to 4 into 5 upon 18, or we can say that 10 upon 9 meter per second. So, according to question, we can say that L upon distance, we let it the L will be the length of the train. Distance is always when a train crosses any person or pole, train travel its own length. So, in this question, train travel its own length L. So, distance is L upon relative speed, speed of train, and the first person speed S minus 5 by 9, which is given that 9 seconds. Same way, L upon S minus 10 upon 9, which is given that 10 seconds. So, we have two equation and two variables. So, we get 9S minus L equals to 5. This is first one. And 90S minus 9L equals to 100 equals to second equation. So, when we simplifying it, equation 1 and 2, we get the value of L, which is 50 meter. And we let the L as a length of the train. So, length of train is 50 meter. Fourth one is the correct answer of this question. Next one. Raju has to cover a distance of 240 km in 4 hours. If he cover one third of the journey in 2/7 time, what is his speed at the beginning of the journey? And this question is asked in SSC multitasking exam in 2014. So there are four options. First one is 70 km per hour, second is 75 km per hour, third one is 60 km per hour, and fourth one is 65 km per hour. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question says that Raju has to cover a distance of 240 km in 4 hours. So we can calculate the speed. Distance upon time, we get the speed. Question says that if he cover one third of the journey, so total distance is 240, we take one third. So we get the one third journey in 2/7 of the time. So we also calculate the 2/7 of the 4 hour. So question says that what is his speed at the beginning of the journey? So the correct answer of this question is first one, which is 70 km per hour. Now see the detailed solution of this question. First we calculate one third of the distance. So we can say that 240 is the distance total. So when we calculate one third of the distance will become 80 km. So time is 2/7 of the total time. So 4 into 2 by 7. We get 8 by 7 hour. So using the formula, speed equals to distance upon time. So we can say that 80 upon 8 upon 7. So when we simplifying it, we get the speed which is 70 km per hour. So first one is the correct answer of this question. Next one. Two trains 108-meter and 112-meter in length are running towards each other on a parallel lines at a speed of 45 km per hour and 54 km per hour respectively. To cross each other after they meet, it will take. And this question is asked in SSC multitasking exam in 2013. So there are four options. First one is 10 second, second is 12 second, third is 9 second, fourth one is 8 second. Now you have 10 second to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the length of the train is given in meter, 108 and 112 meter. And the speed of the train is given, which is 45 km per hour and 54 km per hour. So first we need to change the speed into meter per second. So multiplying by 5 by 18, we get the speed in meter per second. And they are running towards each other. It means the relative speed will be add up. So the correct answer of this question is fourth one, which is 8 second. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. Time equals to distance upon speed. So we know that distance is 108 meter, length of the first train and length of the second train is 112 meter. So we add up and speed will become 45 plus 54 and this is the kilometer per hour. So multiplying by 5 by 18 we get the speed into meter per second. So this will be our time, distance upon speed. So it will become 220 upon 99 into 5 by 18. So when we simplifying it, we get 8 seconds. So fourth one is the correct answer of this question. Next one. A man rides at the rate of 18 km per hour but stops for 6 minutes to change horses at the end of every 7th kilometer. The time that he will take to cover a distance of 90 km. And this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 2 exam in 2013. So there are four options. First one is 6 hours, second is 6 hour 12 minutes, third one is 6 hour 18 minutes, and fourth one is 6 hour 24 minutes. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that a man ride at the rate of 18 km per minute but stop for 6 minutes to change a horse at the end of every 7th kilometer. So we need to calculate the time for traveling the distance of 90 kilometers. So we can easily calculate it. So the time will be taken by the man is 6 hour 12 minutes. Second is the correct answer. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. So we can say that the rider's speed is 18 km per hour and distance is given which is 90 km. So the stop of every 7th kilometer, so it will become, we can calculate the distance. First we multiplying 12 into 7 plus 6, that is equals to 90. 12 into 7 84 plus 6. So we can say that he took 12 times, he stopped 12 times. So time taken by the rider become every but stop for 6 minutes. So 12 time he takes 6 minute stop, which is equals to 72 minutes. So when we convert it, we got into hour is 1 hour 12 minutes. Now Actual time will become, because the speed was 18 km per hour and distance is 90 kilometers, so it should be taken 5 hours. But it take 1 hour 12 minute extra. So the required time will become 5 hour plus 1 hour 12 minute. So when we add up, we got 6 hour 12 minutes. So second is the correct answer of this question. Next one. A man can row 6 km per hour in still water. If the speed of the current is 2 km per hour, it takes 3 hours more in upstream than in the downstream for the same distance. The distance is, and this question is asked in SSC CGL exam Tier 1 in 2011. So there are four options. First one is 30 kilometer, second is 24 kilometer, third is 20 kilometer, and fourth one is 32 kilometer. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now, now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that a man can row 6 km in still water, and if the speed of the current is given, which is 2 km per hour. So the speed of the man is given in still water, and the also speed of the current is given. So the question says that it takes 3 hours more in upstream than in the downstream for the same distance. So distance is, so we can calculate it by using the formula. So the correct answer of this question is second is, which is 24 km. Now see the detailed solution using concept 15.1 in this question. So downstream speed will become combine of the speed, which is 8 km per hour. Same way upstream speed will become 6 minus 2, which is 4 km per hour. Now assuming the distance between them, the distance he traveled is space is d. So we can say that according to question, d upon 4 minus d upon 3, which is equals to 3 hour. So just simplifying it, so we get 2d minus d upon 8 equals to 3. So when we simplifying it, we get the value of d. So we get d, which is equals to 24 kilometer. So second is the correct answer of this question. Next one. A man performed 2 by 15 of the total journey by train, 9 by 20 by bus, and the remaining 10 kilometer on foot. His total journey in kilometer is. So this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 1 exam in 2013. So there are four options. First one is 56 kilometers, second is 24 kilometers, third one is 14 kilometers, and fourth one is 50 kilometers. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that a man performed 2 by 15 of the total journey by train, 9 by 20 by bus, and remaining is by 10 kilometers on foot. So first we need to let the total distance, and then we can compare it and we get the calculate the total distance, actual total distance. So the correct answer of this question is second one, which is 24 kilometers. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. Let the distance, which is equals to LCM of 15 and 20. So we let it as a 60 unit. So the cover of the distance will become, if distance is 60 unit, so man cover 2 by 15 of the total distance. So 2 by 15 of 60 will become 8 unit by train, and 9 by 20 by the bus. So 9 by 20 of the 60 will become 27 unit. So 27 unit by bus, 8 unit by train. So the remaining, and this will be become 25 unit on foot. But it is given that this 25 unit is equals to 10 kilometer. So we can calculate the 60 unit. So now 25 unit equals to 10 kilometer. So what will be the value of 1 unit, which is 10 upon 25? So also we can calculate the 60 units. So 10 upon 25 into 60, we get 24 kilometer. So second is the correct answer of this question. Next one. A certain distance is covered at a certain speed. If half of this distance is covered in double the time, the ratio of the two speed is. And this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 2 exam in 2013. So there are four options. First one is 1:4, second is 2:1, third one is 1:2, and fourth one is 4:1. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that a certain distance is covered at a certain speed. If half of the distance is covered in double of the time, the ratio of the two speed is. So we can calculate it. So the correct answer of this question is fourth one, which is 4:1. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. So the speed 1 will become distance upon time. So speed 2 is distance half and time double. So distance by 2 upon 2 into time, which is equals to distance upon 4 time. So the ratio will become speed 1 upon speed 2. When we simplifying it, we get the ratio between them is 4:1. So fourth one is the correct answer of this question. Next one. Buses start from a bus terminal with a speed of 20 km per hour at an interval of 10 minutes. What is the speed of a man coming from the opposite direction towards the bus terminal if he meet the buses at an interval of 8 minutes? And this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 1 exam in 2010. So there are four options. First one is 3 km per hour, second is 4 km per hour, third one is 5 km per hour, and fourth one is 7 km per hour. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that buses start from a bus terminal with a speed of 20 km per hour and an interval of 10 minutes. So question says that what is the speed of man coming from the opposite direction towards the bus terminal if he meet the buses at an interval of 8 minutes? So it means the man travel 2 minutes. So the correct answer of this question is third one, which is 5 km per hour. So speed of the man is 5 km per hour. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. Assuming speed of the man is s km per hour, distance covered in 10 minutes at 20 km per hour equals to distance covered in 8 minutes at the speed of s 20 plus s km per hour. So that is 20 into 10 upon 60 equals to 8 upon 16 to 20 plus s. So when we simplifying it, we get 200 equals to 160 plus 8s. So when we simplifying it, we get 8s equals to 40 and we get the value of s, which is 5 km per hour. So third one is the correct answer of this question. Next question is ship is moving at a speed of 30 km per hour. To know the depth of the ocean beneath it, it send a radio wave which travel at a speed of 200 meter per second. The ship receives the signal after it has moved 500 meter. The depth of the ocean is, and this question is asked in SSC CGL Tier 1 exam in 2012. So there are four options. First one is 6 km, second is 12 km, third one is 4th kilometer, and fourth one is 8 km. Now you have 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that ship is moving at a speed of 30 km per hour. So to know the depth of the ocean of beneath it, thus it send a radio wave which travel 200 meter per second. And The ship receives the signal after it has moved 500 meter. So we need to calculate the depth. So we can calculate it. So the correct answer of this question is first one, which is 6 kilometer. Now see the detailed solution using concept 14.1 in this question. So we can say that ship's speed is 30 km per hour. When we convert it into meter per second, we get the speed of the ship, which is 8.33 meter per second. Now the distance traveled by ship is given, which is 500 meter. So we can calculate the time. So from the above data, we can find the time taken to travel the distance. So 500 upon 8.33, which is we can calculate it 60 seconds. Now we know the speed of the radio wave, which is 200 meter per second. So now also given that the speed of the radio wave is 200 meter per second. So let D is the depth of the ocean. So we can say that the time taken by the radio wave to reach the bottom in 60 seconds, which become, since the signal touches the bottom and reflect back to the ship, the distance traveled by the signal will be the twice the depth of the ocean. That is, the distance traveled by them is 2D. So we can say that since distance traveled speed into time, and this 2D equals to 200 meter per second with 60 seconds. So it will become, so the distance traveled by the signal is 12,000 meter and the depth of the ocean is, because this is the total distance. So D will become 12,000 by 2, which is 6,000 meter, or we can say that 6 kilometer. So first one is the correct answer of this question. Next one.